Peace, y'all. This is Reggie White, aka Speeding Bullet, aka Bullet, bringing you another video. So, I received a bunch of phone calls, texts, inboxes about commenting on the Katt Williams thing. And at first, I wasn't going to say anything about Katt Williams because for me, it's just another bit of celebrity gossip that doesn't really move the needle for me. Doesn't really have anything that really overly interests me. But I was thinking there was something that Katt Williams did say that I thought was interesting. But before I jump into that, don't forget to like this video if you enjoy this type of conversation. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to be a part of this community. Don't forget to share this video if it's something that you think someone may be interested in listening to or watching. And don't forget to comment and engage with the channel. So, like I said, Katt Williams thing was just another bit of celebrity gossip that I wasn't really interested in, but I did have kind of like two thoughts. My first thought was I was just very, very disappointed, and not really in Katt in general, but just kind of like the comedian circle in general, in my mind. And I'm probably just very naive in the sense of I pretty much thought that comics and comedians kind of had like a tight circle that had a lot of camaraderie, a lot of friendships within comedy, because that's what I kind of was hoping, that because of the shared uniqueness of their brand, of being able to get people to laugh and to be able to bring kind of that different type of energy to the room. In my mind, I guess I always thought that comics had more camaraderie, but I guess I was absolutely wrong. So it kind of like, made me think, like, are there any like spaces in a world where people are just not trash? Like, people are not just out to get each other, lying on each other, cheating each other. That's a whole different video that I would like to make, but it did kind of like make me just kind of like brought me down a little bit. Was like, damn, like even our comics can't even get along. But I'm not even going to dive too much into that part. But what did Katt Williams say that I thought was interesting? He made a comment about declining some oral sex from Harvey Weinstein in front of a room full of people before it was the thing to do to call Harvey Weinstein out. So I thought that was interesting, because I started to think, like, this world of folks being put in these positions where they have to perform some type of like sex act in order to to get ahead, in order to get famous, or to join some type of a group. Where when I think about the Illuminati, what I think about is the Illuminati to me just sounds like some people in a room doing some freak shit and convincing other people to do these things for whatever reason. Whether or not you believe that's true or not, it definitely is true of this kind of like environment in Hollywood and in the entertainment industry and business that kind of circles around just these illicit like sex acts. So I started to think within a few conversations with people just about what that looks like, and how do we rationalize these things. So what I thought about was Katt Williams was someone who said that he declined these offers. He's like, he has whatever type of moral standards and values that made him not engage in that type of activity. Now, I would commend Katt Williams for being a person that decided that he would not do that. But then I started to think about the folks that did, and what does that mean? Now, a part of me feels like those folks are victimized in some way, whereas a boss or a person in authority, a person who has who within power dynamics is above you and has the ability to make things difficult for you. Those things are are things that have always been going on, but now they are getting more attention because of these types of environments. But I was thinking, you know, I can understand that there is pressure to make it. There's pressure to get ahead. There's pressure to uh, get a leg up on your competition. But what does that mean in the sense of who you are? What does that mean in the sense of what your morals, ethics, and values are? Now, obviously, the person who is soliciting you, or the person who is dangling some promotion or some access, they're dangling these things in front of you. That person is of questionable moral ethics and values, obviously. But there has to be some question in certain scenarios. The person that accepts those types of offers, the person that accepts, to compromise who they are for whatever riches or fame or fortune or ability to get ahead. Like, what does that say about them? Now, once again, this doesn't absolve the person who is the initiator, the person who is using their position or their power in order to get people to do certain things. But I think it's a difference between someone being forced, and I would say physically forced. Coerced is probably a more of an accurate description. But I think it's a difference between it being like you being physically forced to do something. I think that there is something to say about the folks who do accept that type of offer. There is something to be said about that. I'm not 100% sure where I fall on the blame. I think it is a bad environment, but I also think that if someone like Katt Williams has the ability, has the resolve to be able to not engage in that activity, that I'm sure there are other people that do. There are other people that don't engage in that activity. So it's not everyone. I mean, there are people who decide that they're not going to take part in in those things. But for those that do, how do we square that away? In a sense of, I will give credit to someone that doesn't compromise themselves, but what do we say about the ones who do? I mean, and what do we say about the ones who accept this? I know we say about the people who are the ones that use their power, use their influence to be able to get people to do certain things, but everyone doesn't have to take that choice. Everyone doesn't have to go that route. So I'm kind of interested to see what you guys think. Like, how do we look at, or how should we look at people who first use their power and influence? I think it's probably unanimous how we feel about those folks that use their power and influence to get people to do things. But how do we square away the people that accept this? How do we square away the people who compromise what their own morals, ethics, and values are for for the ability to get ahead? So I'm interested in seeing what you guys have to say about this. Like I said, I think it's a very interesting conversation. It's interesting in the sense of, this is the world that we live in, and squaring away these issues is something that definitely needs further conversation. So I'm gonna leave you guys with that. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you know anybody who would like this, would like to take part in this conversation, don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, to engage, comment, and be a part of this this community in this space. So I'll see you guys later. I'll be making another video soon. Thanks.